Hello everyone. Today we're going to discuss on the topic data validation of measures in SAC planning using scripting. In the previous session, I explained about data validation of members using your attribute-based validation rules and member-based validation rules. For this sample exercise, I use data validation member model, which has company code, profit center, and cost center, and the validation rules. I have member-based validation rule created for company code, profit center, and cost center. And these are the entries for the validation table. And for this model, I have already created an input form. That is data validation of measures in SAC planning. We'll be able to input data in only this cells within green because of your member-based validation rules being applied on this. So we'll try to validate your measure, revenue, conversion, planning. So within this, say for example, if I enter 1000, a positive value, and second, I'll go for 500 within this. So when a user enters a negative value, then validation of the measure should be done, and I should receive one error message for that. Click on the table, go to edit script, go to on after data entry process, paste the code. So within the code, I created one variable, rs, which will have all the data records of your table. Next, we'll try to loop through each record, then validate your version and measure for planning and revenue fields. Then after that, the measure value will be stored in number format in a variable called value and in text format in var underscore output. Then we'll validate the revenue measure. If the value is less than 0, that is negative, then display an error message. All right, we'll use application.show message and application message type dot error. And this is a text which will be displayed to the user. So if you want to revert the data back, then I'll use this get planning versions dot revert API. And in order to control the display of your values, then we'll use a break statement here. Currently, I'll disable the revert API. We're going for single value entry. So then we can apply break. Save it. Now, go back to your view. So I'll revert the data back. So again, 1500 is my first entry. And now I'm trying to enter minus 500 and enter. Then I'll be receiving a error specifying negative revenue value minus 500 for cost center HR services. Okay. Next option, if you want to revert the values back, then go back to the code. Within this, I will try to use the revert API and save it. After that, refresh. So let's enter a value as 1500, positive value. Validation is done, no error message. And if I try to enter as minus 600, then error message is being raised as well. The data is being reverted back. Okay. To validate multiple negative values before publishing the data, better you can create one button. All right, so let's do it. So for this, let's go for creating one button in this, drag and drop. Then we'll modify the text for this. Check for negative values. And let's go for edit script on click. So within the button one, paste the code. So in this, we don't want to revert the data back, and we don't want to break the data. We want multiple values to be displayed. So comment these two statements. Now save it. Now let's go for view. Let's try to input some multiple negative values. So one is 1500 is one positive value, then minus 600, say 50. Then here I'm trying to give as minus 700. Okay. Now, before publishing the data, I want to check for negative values. So automatically it'll raise multiple negative values error. Then after that, you need to correct the values. But if you want to revert the data automatically again, what you can do is you can go back to the code, and here you can enable the revert API. Click on save, then refresh. So there are multiple negative values. So when you click on check for negative values before publishing, it'll raise an error. Then after that, automatically revert the values also. Okay, fine then. So this is a simple data validation rule for your measures. So the code, I'll try to put in my comment. And thanks everyone. I'll see you for the next session.